If you are an aspiring businessman, you either have or will soon develop an organization model for your business. This model will outline your business hierarchy and explain how different departments interact with each other. There are two broad categories of organization model: project-based organization model and non-project-based organization model. Today's session will explain project-based organization model, specifically focusing on human resource management in this context. Today we will discuss what is project-based organization and its organizational structure, what is human resource management and its role in organization. Then we will compare human resource management in any traditional organization versus project-based organization. At the end, we will explain what is the importance of integrating human resource management in project-based organization. To understand project-based organization, we need to define a very basic concept of what is a project. Project is any non-routine task that has a predetermined time and a performance criteria which includes budget, scope, and schedule. Any organization that is managing such projects is called a project-based organization. Organizational structure: a company's CEO approves different projects and personnel are organized around each particular project. There can be multiple projects at the same time and each project have its own project manager. Each project manager have full-time team under his control, and team members are often co-located for better performance until the project ends. But the project managers have full authority over project resources and they control the budget and work assignments. Project managers, however, report to CEO about project progress, and when the project is completed, the team is disbanded and resources are released. We define project-based organization in 5 different aspects. Goal-oriented: because projects have specific targets in terms of delivery and completion date, and they are intended to produce certain results. Team-oriented and knowledge-intensive: since it involves complex problem solving, so the employee needs to have highly competitive and skilled, and there must be some collaborative efforts. Temporary organization: because the projects are short-term, usually at least 6 months, and their deadlines are quite tough and critical. Interdisciplinary and cross-functional: as it involves amalgamation of different areas of expertise, disciplines, and knowledge bases across functional boundaries. Most of these organizations are permanent, but their projects are temporary, so there is inherent tension between permanent organization and its temporary projects. Human resource management plays a significant role for an organization to manage its employees in a more effective, creative, quality, and productive way to achieve organizational goals and objectives. It deals with processes related to recruiting new employees, imparting training and development, appraising their performance, motivating and building relationship with them, and ensuring their safety, welfare, and benefits. The role of human resource management in organizations has evolved over the years. A formal HRM department in an organization has 3 different roles to play. The strategic role integrates HR strategies with organizational goals and objectives. The administrative role provides record keeping, communication and relationship with employees, and compliance with higher management. And the operational role manages recruiting process, employee compensation and reward process, and their training and development. Okay, now is the time to relate human resource management in project-based organization. For that, we need to understand human resource management processes in both traditional and project-based organization. In classically managed organization, the individual's career runs in parallel with these 4 ladders, starting from recruitment, development, leadership, and release from the organization. Whereas project-based organizations are temporary organizations, and every time a new project is created, the HR configuration of the whole organization changes. That creates a dynamic, discontinuous environment, which is different than the stable, continuous environment of the classically managed organizations. So additional HR processes ought to be required. Again, individual's career follows in parallel to this in process, but it follows 3 additional steps before leaving the company. That are assignment to the project, which is assigning project personnel to new projects, and project developments, since here project managers have additional duties of project appraisals and support of career development. And finally, disbursement from the project. This is the end of the project when workers are most vulnerable to leaving the company. The project-based organization differs from the functional organization in that the HRM is not the sole responsibility of HR department. there are three more managing players at the work ground: the project manager, line manager, and individual workers. Here, project manager plays the important role as he is responsible for technology and knowledge integration within the project, managing flows, performance, involvement, and development of human resource. Line manager is responsible for project staffing, competence development, appraisal, and reward. And the role of individual workers is also important as they develop skills that are critical for the entire HRM system to communicate with line managers, to work with project managers, and to assist the HR department in developing their services to the project workers. We call these four players as HR quadrille. To understand the importance of integrating HRM in project-based organization, we give an example of Auticon, a hearing aid company founded in 1904 and continued to grow to become the world leader in this field during the 70s. But during 80s, its market share started to decline and totally crashed. In 1988, when Lars was appointed as a new CEO, he realized that Auticon was a very traditional, departmentalized and slow-moving company, and it needs a radical change to get back on track. As a starting point, Lars introduced a project-based organization structure that is knowledge-based with no formal hierarchical structure. Any individual who comes up with a good idea is free to assemble a team and act as a project leader. Each project then has to compete with all other projects. So this gives power to individual workers. Now it's an employee's job to either find something useful to do by joining an existing project or to start a complete new one by themselves. So they enjoy lots of freedom in the process and don't have to worry much about resource planning, as long as the deadlines are respected. Before Lars, Auticon didn't have a dedicated HR department. Instead, project team leaders, coaches, and the employees themselves were the players in performing HRM. Next step Lars did was to form a dedicated HRM department to manage all the ongoing projects. Transforming Auticon into a project-based organization with dedicated HRM department, the amount of staff reduced, communication and decision-making improved, hence overall efficiency increased. So this helps Lars to significantly grow Auticon's business and making it the world's second largest hearing aid manufacturer in today's world. With these benefits, many contemporary organizations are transforming their traditional models to project-based model combined with a dedicated HRM department to effectively grow their businesses. Besides, the mix of both project-based and non-project-based model is being implemented and is called the matrix model. Hopefully, our upcoming videos will discuss what is a matrix model. In the meantime, we upload many interesting topics on this channel, so if you learned something from this video, do give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe and share this video as well.